Back in 1938, a German archaeologist was digging through the dusty basement of a museum in Baghdad when he stumbled across something that didn't make any sense. It was just a small clay jar, the kind of thing you'd expect to find in any dig site. But inside, there was a copper cylinder, an iron rod, and traces of an acidic residue. To anyone looking closely, it looked undeniably like a battery. The only problem? Batteries aren't supposed to have been invented for another 1800 years. This is the story of the Baghdad Battery, a mystery that has had historians arguing for nearly a century. The story starts in a village called Kujit Rabu, just outside modern-day Baghdad. The man who found it was Wilhelm Koenig. While sorting through forgotten artifacts in the National Museum of Iraq, he found this jar dating back to somewhere between 250 BCE and 250 CE. It was a copper cylinder inside a clay pot, with an iron rod stuck in the middle, held together with asphalt. It's a strange combination, right? But when Koenig realized the chemistry involved, he published a theory that turned heads. He argued these weren't just jars, they were ancient galvanic cells. Basically, he was suggesting that people in the ancient world might have been using these for electroplating, which is the process of coating objects in gold or silver using electricity. Now here is where it gets crazy. You might think, that's just a wild theory, but researchers actually tested it. Over the last few decades, people have built working replicas of these jars. They filled them with vinegar or grape juice, things that were everywhere in the ancient world, and connected them up. And you know what? They worked. They produced anywhere from half a volt to 2 volts of electricity. Look, you aren't going to power your phone with one of these, but if you wire a bunch of them together in a series, you've got enough current to do some serious work. So the science holds up. The question isn't, could it work? The question is, did they actually use it? Of course, not every historian is buying it. Critics are quick to point out that we've never found any ancient wires, no jewelry that was clearly electroplated, and not a single ancient text mentions lightning in a jar. Plus, there is a way simpler explanation. The jars might have been used to store sacred scrolls. Ancient papyrus rots, and when it decays, it leaves behind acidic residue. Exactly what researchers found. Under this theory, that electrode is just a simple scroll holder. Both sides have a point, and that is the frustrating part about history. The evidence fits both stories, and we just don't have enough context to know for sure. So why does this 2,000-year-old jar still fascinate us? It's because it forces us to confront our own arrogance. We tend to think that history is a straight line, that we are just smarter than everyone who came before us. But we keep finding things like the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek computer that tracks stars, or Roman concrete that is stronger than what we make today. Innovation doesn't always move in a straight line. Sometimes it's discovered, it's used, and then it's completely forgotten, only to be rediscovered centuries later by people who think they were the first ones to do it. We might never know for sure if the Baghdad Battery was a powerhouse of ancient tech or just a fancy storage box for scrolls. But that's not really the point. The mystery here is a reminder that history is a landscape filled with dead ends and what-ifs. The next time you think you know the limits of what ancient people were capable of, remember that jar. The past is almost always more complex and a lot stranger than we give it credit for. This has been The Epoch Unlocked. If you're as fascinated by history's hidden mysteries as I am, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. You won't want to miss what we're digging up next. And if you enjoyed this, share it with a friend who loves a good mystery as much as you do. Let's keep uncovering the truth together. I'll see you in the next one.